Hi, welcome to Rep Mindset. I'm Rachel and I'm your frequency match. Let's talk about the holidays and how they can add extra stress when you choose not to show up authentically. It's like the older we get, the more stressful the holidays are, especially when we have our own families, children, and other interpersonal relationships. But let's talk about how we can eliminate the stress or at least minimize it during this holiday season. I want to dive in to first showing up how you need to. You are allowed to take the space and to go to family functions for as long as you'd like or as little as you like and show up with the people you want to and the people that you might want to skip out on this year. You are allowed to disappoint other people in your family, and they are also allowed to be disappointed. I want to stress that enough of going in and talking about emotions that you can take on and allowing other people to take on their own, not absorbing how they're feeling. And that's the first point I want to talk about is not absorbing other people's reactions to what your needs are. Because as we're getting older, we're becoming more insightful and doing the inner work. And people change in good ways and in bad. But understanding that people and in growth for adult relationships, some people evolve, and quite frankly, some people do not. That's just the reality of the world we live in. And that's okay. That's okay for them. And you need to allow the space for them to be just as not so great as they are. But you get to choose how you show up. You get to choose your engagement with them. You also get to choose that they're allowed to have their own emotions, and so are you. So, going into the holidays and understanding the emotions and feelings of yourself and being solidified in your beliefs that you're parenting just the way that you want to. You are showing up for how yourself needs, because guess what? The other parties can make all their assumptions and all their judgments that they want to, but you get to know the truth. And your own perception is your own reality. So people might think, hey, that person might not be the best parent. I would know. But you also get to know true in yourself that you are making the best choices for your family. The other is choosing your reactions. So when you are met with the unsolicited comments and advice and, lack of a better term, shitty responses, you get to choose the reactions. You can show up and put in your own authenticity and come to the mat knowing true in your heart that you are the best version of yourself that you can be, and or maybe not, you're still working on yourself, but you get to choose how you react. So when people that like weird uncle or the condescending family members say, X, Y, and Z, and give you the advice, you can say, okay, thanks. Let it roll right off your back. You don't have to attach to their negativity. They can be negative and you can still share space, but you don't have to attach to that. And a great trick that I love that I've used so often, I call it the coat room hack. Where on the bedroom where all the coats are and everything, I go and hide in there. And I do a 4-7-8 breathing. What that looks like is you can do it quietly, you can close your eyes, whichever way you want to show up, or even in the bathroom, take the extra 5 minutes. Doing 4 to 5 rounds of a 4-second inhalation, holding it for 7 seconds, and exhaling for 8. So if you'd like to do it with me right now, we could. And you'll see the effects of feeling calm and reset almost instantly. So if you're brave enough, you can think of something that could trigger you in a safe environment, not just out willy-nilly or going grocery shopping, because that probably won't end well. But in a safe environment, you can come down to a quiet space, close your eyes, think of something that could possibly trigger you. And once you start feeling those energies arise, inhale for 4, hold, exhale 8. Repeat. Inhale, 4. Hold. Exhale, release. Some key points that keeping the breath consistent and the rhythm will be very helpful. And when you're holding, trying to release all the tension that's stored in the shoulders and the hips, even in your mouth, your eyebrows, finding that moment of relaxation and then release melting down. And that always is the fastest way for me to engage my parasympathetic nervous system and calm down right away. And the last bit of advice I would have for this holiday season for you is knowing that you are enough exactly as you are, exactly as your personality is, and everybody else. When you are true and living in an authentic and high vibration, their outside applause, it no longer becomes a requirement. It's nice to share. It's nice to be at those family functions, being accepted and being involved and engaged, but it's no longer a requirement when we are feeling that solitude with ourselves, because we know and we believe that exactly the path that we're meant to be on is where we're living our lives in this moment. So I hope that those mindset shifts help you this holiday season and combat any turbulence you may experience. And if you'd like, you can try one of my yoga and meditation videos, or just jump right into Save the 478 box breathing short that I have posted. So, all right, blessings to all. Thank you so much. Namaste.